What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we're going to be talking about a Twitch streamer who goes by the name of SHIFTY. This guy has been caught red-handed, locking onto enemies as they fly in. So we're going to crack on with that today. If you do enjoy the video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. So guys, this is an interesting one. We've got Rocker Razim, who is Blast, somebody who quite often plays with Mutex, putting a video out on Twitter saying this guy is blatantly hacking in Warzone tournaments, and yet people defend him. And I've actually seen people defending him, including Jukies, who stated that he doesn't believe that this guy is cheating. Now, this guy goes by SHIFTY. Now, we're going to show you the clip that Blast actually shared on Twitter, but we're going to compare that to something else as well, but just see how blatant this clip actually is. So guys, you've got to realise in this clip how unnatural it actually is. What you're about to see is somebody locking onto an enemy as they're gliding in. The way in which his aim attaches to the enemy is so unnatural. Nothing can cause this unless you have AIMBOT running. Nothing at all. You can't even get lucky enough to track an enemy this perfectly and claim it to be legit. Let's play it through for you now. Okay, that's in full speed. There is really no reason for me to slow that down in any way. However, we will slow that down for you now, and you will get to see how the aim almost looks natural up until the point where it connects to the enemy. It goes to the left and the right, then bang, perfectly placed on the enemy and tracks perfectly. It just looks so unnatural to the point where I don't think any built-in game mechanics or any controller player would be able to naturally do this. So let's slow it down for you now, zoom in a little, and allow you guys to see just how blatant this clip is. And I'd just like to point out that this guy is clearly using it so it's not aiming at downed players, because you can set aimbot so that it aims and locks onto downed players as well, but you notice how his aim doesn't track the enemy perfectly. Once the enemy is down, it actually breaks away. Pinpoint pixel perfect accuracy to the point where the enemy is downed, and then the enemy moves away from his aim and his aim seems to become natural again. So now you've seen just how blatant that aim locked onto him. I want to compare this to a clip that we shared on another streamer some time ago. Now remember, Blast has shared this clip on Twitter claiming it to be 100% cheat. Now I want to compare this to a Diaz Biffle clip, and I'm sure you guys remember the one. He was on the back of a motorbike while the enemy was gliding in, and Diaz Biffle's aim stuck to that enemy perfectly, exactly the same way the SHIFTYs did in this clip. The only difference is SHIFTY is on the ground closer to the enemy, whereas Diaz Biffle was on a moving vehicle and a lot further away. Let's play that through for you now. Now this is a video that we were talking about of Diaz Biffle getting onto the back of a motorbike and absolutely locking onto an enemy who was gliding in. Only difference between this clip we're about to show you now and the one you've just seen is that Diaz Biffle is actually on the back of a moving vehicle and still manages to lock onto an enemy who was a lot further away from him than the enemy was to SHIFTY in his clip. Only difference is Blast called SHIFTY a cheater, but nobody's willing to call out Diaz Biffle as a cheater in this clip. Let's play it through for you now. So he jumps on the back of the motorbike, struggles to do so. The enemy comes in, his aim locks onto him, and he lasers him. So can you see how that is pretty much identical to what happened to SHIFTY? The only difference being is that Diaz Biffle was on the back of a moving vehicle and SHIFTY wasn't. The enemy was probably 3 times the distance away from Diaz Biffle to what SHIFTY's enemy was from him. Okay, now we've done a comparison there for a simple reason that Blast was willing to call SHIFTY out on that blatant cheating clip that we've just shown you of him, which was, to me, AIMBOT in use. But that is actually exactly the same as what we can see here in the Diaz Biffle clip. where his aim isn't on the enemy, but as soon as it lands on him, it sticks to him perfectly. Now let's get back to Shifty and some more of his footage, which is blatantly aimbot in use. Now this one's actually quite poor quality. This was 1080p, right? So this is off Shifty's Twitch channel, and you can clearly see the aim snap to the enemy's head. The enemy glides in above him. The way in which it happens is so fast, but when we tried to slow it down, the whole image went extremely pixelated. It's already slightly pixelated even for 1080p on Twitch. But let's play it through for you now. There's a moment within that clip where you see the aim jitter and adjust mechanically to the enemy head as he's falling. Nothing about that movement is natural. This guy's on controller, so it's not like he flicked slightly with a mouse because he's on controller. It's not aim assist because aim assist does not latch and lock like that whatsoever. So the only way that this can be explained is the fact that he might have aimbot running. Well, not might. That's clearly aimbot locking onto an enemy's head. We will slow that down for you now, but it's not the best quality, guys, okay? Just so you guys can actually see the moment where his aim adjusts and locks to the enemy head as he's falling in. Okay, so you've seen that in slow motion. Now, let me know your thoughts on that clip in the comments below. For me, that's blatantly locking on to the enemy head as the enemy is flying above him. Now, this is actually one of my personal favourite clips. This is one that I do believe showcases aimbot in use very blatantly, but to the untrained eye, I don't think they would notice something like this happening, especially if they're a fan who watches this person stream on a regular basis. With all the movement that these streamers do, where they slip and slide and gun swap and bunny hop, I genuinely don't believe this type of thing gets seen by 99.999% of viewers, okay? But I'm going to demonstrate something for you, which is a complete telltale sign of aimbot in use. And it's very blatant to the point where once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. And the chances are you will see this in other people's gameplay in the future. And if you do, guys, you can contact me with the clips and I'll check it out. But let's play this one through now.
Got the fucking, got that bug thing where it doesn't do damage to me.
Yeah, there's a cheater?
I believe so, yeah. I'll be able to tell, like, you can't do damage to me, you know, that thing? Like, they can't do damage.
Yeah?
I'm almost positive that's what's happening.
So did you guys see that then? No? What we're going to do, we're going to slow it down for you because honestly, this moment right here 100% proves that Shifty has aimbot in use. And we've actually spoken about this in past videos, about how objects can actually get in the way of aimbot locking onto an enemy. And if that happens, it can cause the aimbot to snap, even if the settings are set with smoothness and speed to the point where it shouldn't snap. Barricades being in the way between the person using the aimbot and the enemy they're trying to shoot, to then causing the aim to snap onto the enemy as they go from behind that barricade or whatever object and item is in the way. So let's slow it down for you now so you guys can see clearly the aimbot snapping onto the enemy here. Okay, for me, it doesn't get more obvious than that. We've seen it in other streamers to the point where people actually claimed that clips were being removed. If you guys want to see this clip, it's actually on Shifty's channel, on his Twitch channel. Go and check it out. If I can, I'll link it in the description below. Who knows how long that clip's going to stay up for though, because let's face it, it's been exposed now and the chances are he will start to delete any clips on his channel and probably remove the option for people to clip on his channel, because this type of behaviour in the game, along with the other clips we've seen, are just not natural. They are mechanical. They have a program running in the background to help them do these things, and you will get these small glitches where aim will jitter or snap like that. Even if the user has settings so that it's meant to look legit, objects in the way can cause aim to snap the way we've just seen here. So this clip for me, along with the others, 100% prove the Shifty is definitely using aimbot, all the while using a monitor cam, somehow to prove that he's not using walls. Maybe he was using just walls in the past, decided I need to change it up, I need to do a monitor cam, so I'm going to turn soft aimbot on, and just so happened to expose himself in doing so. Well, there we have it, guys. Blast is actually speaking out about the fact that this Shifty is cheating. Well, if you compare that to the clip that we've seen from Diaz Biffle, looks exactly the same to me. But not just that, it is clear as day the Shifty is in fact using aimbot whilst using a monitor cam, which would appear to be the trending thing. We've seen it happen from other streamers, and now it's happening with Shifty. He must have been accused of wall hacks in the past and decided to prove himself, so decided to turn on the aimbot whilst using a monitor cam, thinking that he would get away with it. But there are small things that happen when aimbot is in use that go unnoticed to the untrained eye. However, we've pointed them out in today's video, and I hope you guys can understand that Shifty is definitely using aimbot in this footage. If you did enjoy the video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, you can hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!